Hi guys, welcome back to Queen G's Recipes, and today I am very excited to bring you this recipe. It is a Brazilian chocolate pudding cake which does not need a bain-marie, which is really exciting. And in Brazilian it is called Brigadeirao. I hope I'm saying this correctly, but anyway, if you look it up on the net you will know exactly what I'm talking about. So let's go over the ingredients. What we'll be needing here are 4 whole eggs, 1 tablespoon of softened butter. Here I have 5 tablespoons of cocoa powder. I'm using vegan cocoa powder because that's what I have on hand, but you can use any unsweetened cocoa powder and that will do. We're also using 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk, and 1 1/4 cups of milk. We will be making this in our blender because that is the best way to make it. And what you'll also be needing is a bundt cake or any sort of cake pan that is oven proof. So around 10 to 12 cup bundt pan is good enough. And that's about it. Let's move on to the next step. Guys, so before we proceed, a couple more things. Make sure that your bundt pan is well greased with some butter or some margarine, or even some vegetable oil is fine too. And also make sure that your oven is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's move on. Let's place our condensed milk. Okay, first one, now the second one. All right, now we are going to add in our butter. Okay, and our eggs. And we're going to blend this together, and then we are going to proceed to the next step. Guys, so stop and scrape along the sides with your spatula as much as you need to. So I blended that for about 30 seconds. Now we're gonna add in our milk. We're gonna add in our cocoa powder. Now with the cocoa powder, I also added in 1/4 teaspoon of salt because I did not mention that. And then we're going to add in our 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Okay, we're gonna blend this for another 1.5 minutes, and then we are ready to place it into our prepared cake pan. Well, once again, I stopped and I scraped the sides of my blender, and I'm going to continue blending for another 30 seconds. Alright guys, so now we're ready to place our chocolate mixture into our cake pan. Okay, so now we're going to cover this with some aluminum foil, and we're going to place it into our preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 40 to 45 minutes. Now, if you're unsure if yours is ready, just place a toothpick in the center, and if it comes out clean, you know it's ready. Alright guys, so my chocolate pudding cake was in the oven for exactly 40 minutes. I inserted a toothpick, it came out clean. So now I'm just gonna let it cool in the pan, and then I'm gonna run a butter knife or a toothpick around all the edges. It seems like it's pretty loose from the pan because I did grease it well with some butter, but you wanna make sure that definitely has to be done. Like, you have to make sure that your pan is well greased. Okay, so we're gonna wait about 20 minutes, let it sit on your countertop so that it can cool off and we can invert it into a platter. Right guys, so my cake has been cooling on my countertop for a little over 20 minutes, and now we're going to invert it on a plate. There you have it, guys. So you don't need a very big bundt pan to make, or even a regular cake pan. You don't need a very big one to make this cake. You can actually make it in a very small bundt cake, like less than 10 cups. Probably between 8 and 10 cups would be big enough. But if you do have a bigger one like I use, that's fine too. If you can see, it totally worked out and it looks beautiful. Alright guys, so typically this Brazilian cake is covered in chocolate sprinkles, just like this. Now that's what I'm gonna do because it is very traditional, but you can even put some coconut. I mean, there's endless things you can top it with, but I think it looks really pretty with the chocolate sprinkles. So you just put as much or as little as you want. Perfect. Okay guys, so here you have it. Now we are ready to cut a slice and try it. Okay, now we're ready to try it. As you can see on the inside, it's like a chocolate pudding. That's why it is a pudding cake. Well guys, it's no wonder it is a classic in Brazil. It is a must try. It is very delicious, very creamy, and I do suggest you guys try out this recipe. It is just amazing, and very delicious. If I haven't said that enough times. So here you have it guys, our Brazilian chocolate pudding cake. I really hope you guys give this a try. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. And that's about it. So thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. Bye.